Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video will be seen and shared. Celine Driver once again coming to you another unboxing and review video of a watch that I guess we'll just say I co-own with my father. Although I don't think he'll be wearing it very often. It's not quite his style, but technically we own the watch together. It is another Breitling. I just recently did an overview of our Breitling collection, and we have already added to the collection with this one right here. This one is it's a special watch. It's kind of a special edition watch. If you've already seen the title to the video, so you know what's in here. This is one of the 3 airline edition Navitimers. There were 3. There was the TWA with the TWA colors. Mostly it's a white dial with a series of black subdials. There's the Pan Am or Pan American, which is a blue and kind of a red-orange motif going after the Pan Am blue logo. And then there is this one, which is the Swiss Air, the airline of Switzerland, which is a black dial with white subdials. And we have it in a beautifully done Breitling box with the Breitling little mini watch. I guess you call it a travel case if you want. Also inside the box we have a full suite of paperwork. You have the Breitling hang tag, which is all in French, which I can't read. We have the Breitling manual. And we have a warranty card in their little wallet kind of thing. We have, let's see what we got here. We have the international warranty booklet. We have a instruction manual on how to use, or a sample of how the circular slide rule works, and I believe it comes with an instruction manual as well, which I'm not even going to attempt to explain because I hate math. And yeah, like I said, instructions for use for the slide rule. And that's it. I believe somewhere in here is also the certificate. No, I guess not. There was no certificate of that it's a certified chronograph, which I'm not sure that it is or it isn't, but damn if it's not accurate. And inside here, we have the watch itself, of course, which is the Breitling B01 Navitimer with the Swiss Air logo and Swiss Air colorway, which is, as I said, a black dial, white subdials with a red trim. And what's kind of neat about this, I wish a lot of chronograph makers did this, so some do, most don't, is they differentiate between the subdials, which one is chronograph subdial and which one is a watch subdial. By this subdial is, of course, as you can see, the running seconds hands, and the indicator is black, whereas you have the chronograph hour subdial and the chronograph minute subdial, where the hand is red, like the red second hand for the chronograph, which I will engage now so you can see it working. You have a signed crown with the Breitling B logo. We don't use the winged logo on the modern Breitlings anymore because Breitling is trying to has been trying to repackage itself. Instead of being a pilot's watch, which is indicated by the winged Breitling logo of old, to being an air, sea, and land watch, a watch for all occasions, if you will, by having the Breitling B logo. And as you can see, it has chronograph function, has the date function down there at the 4:30 position, and the bidirectional rotating bezel to help you work the slide rule, which again I'm not going to demonstrate because I don't understand the principle. There are plenty of watch review videos out there that demonstrate the slide rule. I think Tim Mosso over at Watchbox, whenever he reviews a Navitimer, he gives you a quick overview of how the slide rule works to, say, do multiplication and division. And he says that if you get good enough at it, you can, say, calculate a tip almost as quick as someone can do it with a calculator on a smartphone. I suppose that's possible. And as you can see, as the chronograph runs, the minute indicator at 3 o'clock has moved. Very nice looking movement on the back. We'll get into it in a minute. Automatic. And I believe this is a column wheel. Yeah, you can see it right there. I think that's it right there. This is a column wheel chronograph. So it stops and starts very smoothly. You can see if you stop it and start it, the second hand doesn't jump. So that's the indication of a column wheel chronograph. So there's no jump. It's very smooth sweep, very smooth function. And when you're done, you can stop it and then reset it with the lower button, and it's a flyback, as you can see, and it snaps right back to 0. The watch has a great polish to it. It does not have the captive bezel like other Breitlings that I have and other Breitlings that are made. Those bezels are screwed on. This one is simply pressed on. The reason you have a screwed on bezel is that it is securely attached to the watch, unlike, say, not a Breitling, but an Omega or Rolex with a pressed on bezel, which can actually be snapped off if you bang it against something. A screwed on captive bezel, not like this one, but like other Breitlings that I have, mostly the Super Oceans and the Chronomats, the screwed on bezel stays on the watch. You have piston style pushers flanking the crown. You have an exhibition case back. It's a screw down case back. And of course you have sapphire crystals top and bottom. The bottom crystal having the Swiss Air logo on it. Now this particular watch came on a rubber strap. It's a mesh textured rubber strap. Has a bit of concaveness on the backside for, allowing your wrist to breathe a bit. I did have to put an extra hole in it. As you can see, there is one hole that is different from all the others. That's to accommodate my father. Since I'm probably going to be wearing this watch more than him, I think I am going to retrofit this watch with a mesh bracelet. I've already ordered it. It should be coming in soon. I'm more of a fan of mesh bracelets than anything else. This is a nice rubber strap. I mean, it doesn't have the good feel of some of the rubber straps I've been playing with recently, but it's good, thick quality. It feels okay on the wrist. It is a little bit hard to get through the keepers. And you can see the clasp has an integrated keeper on the side, and then it goes in through the second keeper. I'll give you a wrist shot so you can see that. It's just that with this rubber strap, it is a little difficult to work with. It does take some wiggling and a bit of effort, and that's a bit annoying sometimes. But there it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. You can see this watch fits me beautifully. I love Navitimers. You've all seen and heard me speak about my Navitimer Twin 60, which I've said on more than one occasion is my favorite watch in my entire collection. Yes, over and above the Zelos watches. And this one is definitely a close second. You can see how the buckle works. The tail goes through here, and then you only need one sliding keeper. It fits beautifully across my wrist. The down the barrel shot shows you that it hits perfectly on my wrist. So it fits really, really well, and it's very comfortable to wear. I have my sheet of facts here, so I'll go over the vital statistics with you on the watch. As I said, this is the Breitling Navitimer B01. It's one of the 3 aircraft or airline series watches. This is the Swiss Air version. I hope someday to acquire the Pan American and the TWA. Pan Am version is actually kind of hard to find in the United States. I mean, if I go on to say Chrono 24, which is one of my favorite places to shop for watches online, there's literally, as I make this video, no Pan Am Navitimers for sale in the United States. They're all in Europe or Japan. TWAs, on the other hand, are fairly easy to find. This particular watch was made by Breitling to celebrate the former national airline of Switzerland, which Swiss Air was classified that way. It may still be, but Breitling's website did specifically say former national airline of Switzerland, Switzerland being Breitling's home country. It uses a caliber B01. It's not the most decorated watch movement that's ever been created, but it looks good enough. And quite frankly, the only thing that's going to see this movement most of the time is the back of your wrist, or the top of your wrist, I should say. 316L polished stainless steel, 316L stainless steel pin and buckle. As I said, sapphire crystals front and back. The top one is domed slightly, as you can see. It has a 70-hour power reserve, and of course, we've mentioned the bidirectional rotating slide rule bezel. It only has 30 meters water resistant. That makes this watch absolutely not swimmable. I wouldn't dunk this underwater even if I was just dunking underwater in a sink. Not for a minute. You can splash it. Like if you're washing your hands, you get caught in a rainstorm, but do not submerge this water in water. The pushers are not screw down, nor is the crown. So 30 meters is all you get. It is a 43 millimeter case, 22 millimeter lug width. The bracelet does taper to 20 millimeter at this point, but the width is 22 millimeter. It's 14.2 millimeter thick. It's not terribly thick watch, especially since it is a chronograph. It will fit under a long sleeve. It will not fit under a dress cuff. And we have a measurement of 49.1 millimeter from tip to tip. I don't know the measurement exactly of my father's wrist, but on his wrist, which is significantly smaller than mine, I'd say it's probably a 6.5 inch wrist. It does fit him well. It doesn't look silly. It's not a terribly long lug-to-lug measurement. So I'd say if you had a 6.5 inch wrist, you could get away with wearing this watch. Anything below that, it's probably too big for you. It's a beautifully made watch, like every other Breitling I've ever played with or owned. Polishes, and this was a previously owned watch. The watch came to me in beautiful condition. We bought it from European Watch Company. Great guys to deal with. Not sponsored. Mentioning of Chrono 24 or European Watch Company is purely me saying it. They don't pay me anything. They don't give me anything. They don't even know I'm mentioning it. But if you want, two places online, if you want to deal in high-end watches, I've never had a bad deal from either of them, either of those companies, either buying or in the case of Chrono 24, selling. So use that information as you see fit. Beautiful watch. Very happy to add this to our collection, although I have a feeling I'm going to be the one wearing it the most, and that is okay with me. But hey, just this afternoon, my dad said bring the Navitimer over. He wants to wear it later on today, so that's what I'm going to do. But if you enjoyed this video and you found it to be interesting, useful, informative, entertaining, please click that thumbs up button for me. That does help with the YouTube search algorithms, helps to bring people to the channel, and I'm all about that. Comments, questions, and suggestions down below, I do read them all. I do respond to them all. However, if you are going to troll me, or you're going to leave links to bad places on the internet, I'm simply going to delete the comment and block the commenter. If you're new to the channel, and this is your first time here, or you haven't subscribed, well, first of all, if you're new here, welcome. I'm glad you found my channel. I hope you will take the time to look at as many videos as you want. If you're previously been here but not subscribed, like the new folks, I am going to ask you, please, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to click the bell icon too, so that when I upload new content or I do a live stream, you will be alerted to that, and you can respond appropriately. Meanwhile, as I always say on all my videos, it is a crazy old world out there. It is not getting any less crazy. So I hope that all of you will please be careful out there, stay safe, be well, see you soon.